music enthusiasts, my name is Melodicle the Songbird, and today we'll be learning some music theory, in particular about key signatures. By the end of this video, you'll know about key signatures, the circle of fifths, and how to properly notate key signatures for major scales. If you want to join this community, be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any further lessons. Now without further ado, let's fly into this fabulous lesson on music theory! Key signatures are groupings of sharps and flats that are placed at the beginning of each staff, right after the clef. Composers use key signatures so that they don't have to constantly notate the accidentals that are in the scale. For example, A major has 3 sharps in its scale. Instead of writing the music like this, we would write in a key signature to make it look less cluttered and easier for players to read. The key signature tells players that every note that the accidental is on, regardless of the octave, is going to have that accidental. So in an A major scale, there's an F sharp, a C sharp, and a G sharp. So in the key signature, those sharps will be placed on those lines and spaces on the staff. The only time this will change is if the note has the natural symbol beside it within the music. So this F is an F sharp because of the key signature, and this is an F natural because of the accidental. The second purpose of a key signature is to help musicians identify the tonal center. The tonal center, or in other words, tonality, is made up of many different concepts. But for now, you can think of it as a home for what the main key signature is. For example, when readers see 3 sharps, they automatically know that they're most likely in the key of A major. This helps them know what the tonic is and what potential chords and scales they might see in the music. When writing key signatures, you can't just place them all willy-nilly however you like. They have to be in a specific order. There can be up to a total of 7 sharps or flats in a key signature, with each variation being a different key. One way to figure out what the key signature is by deconstructing the scale. For example, we know that the C major scale has no accidentals, so the key of C major won't have any sharps or flats. We also know that the G major scale only has 1 sharp, which is F, so the key signature for G major will always have 1 sharp on the F line. For the F major scale, we know that it only has 1 flat, which is B flat, so every time you see 1 flat in the key signature, you'll know that the key is F major. This isn't the most efficient way of looking at key signatures, but it's still a good way for beginners to start looking at the relationship between scales and key signatures. Another way to identify a key signature is by using the circle of fifths method. The circle of fifths is a chart that many musicians have used to learn their key signatures. It shows us that when we move the tonic up a fifth, we add a sharp in the key signature. For example, if we start on G and go up 5 notes, we get D as the tonic, and for D major, we need a C sharp. C is also 5 notes above F. If we do this formula again, we would get A as the tonic and would add another sharp up a fifth, which would be G. And as we already know, A major has F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. This continues until we get to the maximum of 7 sharps, which would be the key of C sharp major. This also works for key signatures that have flats in them, but this time we're going down by 5 notes. We know that F major has a B flat. If we go down by 5 notes, the next key would be B flat major and would have 2 flats, B flat and E flat. If we go down again, it would be E flat major with B flat, E flat, and A flat. When identifying key signatures, it's very important to mention if the key signature has a flat in its name. E major looks like this, while E flat major looks like this, so they both look and sound very different. This is what the whole circle of fifths chart would look like with all the key signatures. The circle of fifths is the most recommended way by musicians to learn your key signatures. If you're like me and didn't memorize the circle of fifths, here's an easier method. To find out what the key is for sharps, look at the last sharp that's in the key signature and go up 1 letter. So for example, the last sharp here is G, and if you go up a letter, it's A, so the key is A major. For flats, you have to look at the second last flat to know the key signature. So for this example, the second last flat is E flat, so we're in E flat major. Regardless of how you look at it, identifying key signatures is a very important skill, and as a musician, the faster you are at identifying them, the easier your music life will be. And that's that, as simple as that. We just learned about key signatures and the circle of fifths. Congratulations, you're 1 step further in becoming a theory master. If this video helped in any way, give it a like so it can help other musicians like you. And if you have any questions or suggestions on further topics, feel free to leave them in the comments. That's all from Melodicle today. Hope to see you next time.